Hello everyone, welcome to Season 2's third round here in Australia for the Australian Grand Prix of the Flocking Geese My Team Career Mode on F123. So, practiced and qualified. We have lowered the difficulty, as said, not to 55 but to 60 instead of, because it was originally at 65, now it is at 60. So hopefully we can deal with this properly this season. If not, then I have to bring it down a notch again. But no, we qualified position 1, pole position. And unfortunately Calan Williams did not do very well in qualifying. In fact, he qualified P21. But our former teammate Piastri, P3. So yeah, let's get on with it, shall we? Hopefully it doesn't end up like last season.
Welcome to magnificent Melbourne in the Australian sun. This is a fantastic city and it's a fantastic and slightly revised racetrack. We first raced here in Albert Park back in 1996. It's 3.2 miles, 14 turns now instead of the original 16, part of a larger redevelopment to encourage overtaking. The drivers enjoyed it in 2022. It retains the landmarks, the bumps, the challenge, but there's more opportunity to attack with those 5 corners to the left and the 9 to the right. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Goose lines up on pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Oscar Piastri, Norris, Verstappen, Hamilton, Albon, Magnussen, Leclerc, Perez, Bottas, Sainz, Stroll, Hulkenberg, Tsunoda, Ocon, Joe, Gasly, Teo Porcher, Sargent, Williams and Nick de Vries. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Alright people, it's the 5 red lights here at the Australian Grand Prix, and we're not joking you, we're in P1 for this one. And we're off! Goose gets an excellent start, so does that McLaren there, and it's P2 for the Mercedes, followed by the Red Bull trying to get ahead of them, and he does, but the Goose is gone. Behind him is Mercedes, and then it's Red Bull. I think that's Russell and Verstappen. Then you got the 2 McLarens behind him. So it's P1 Goose, P2 Russell, P3 Verstappen. Then it's Aussie Boy Pastry, the trades to the Flocking Geese, and the McLaren's Golden Boy, Aussie Boy Pastry. And Lando Norris in P5. So we're going, and he's leading Russell by half a second already. How the hell did we get P1 on this track? We have before in our first F1, in our first season, F123. We managed to pull that off, but we were so new back then, and it all went completely wrong. And so did last season in F123. Season 1, but so far so good. Holding out position 1 here on the first lap. I know it's the first lap, it's always chaotic. Looking good so far for now. The way Verstappen will go up a gear, he'll activate some kind of cheat code. And here we go, the Goose says the fastest lap. 1 minute 27, respectable 1 minute 27.598 seconds. And nothing happened for lap 2 and lap 3, so we go into lap 4. Verstappen overtakes Norris, and for the second time we set the fastest lap. 1 minute 23. Verstappen's P2 now, so he's starting to go up a gear. Lap 5 now. Into this fast chicane, and oh, the Goose goes off, makes a mistake, and Verstappen sees the opportunity and overtakes. I think Russell's going for it as well around the outside, he does. But the Goose goes around the inside, bowls him, cuts him off. That was dangerous. but that's to be expected from a goose. A manic goose lord indeed. So we go through the final 2 corners here into the start of lap 6. Verstappen is he's gone. He's gone. However, can will the Goose be able to catch him up and retake pole position? And it's lap 6. Esteban Ocon, our rival, by the way, for this part of the season. Our rival, Alpine, Esteban Ocon, is out. And he's behind his teammate. There's a Haas in front of him, and there's I think there's an Alfa Romeo behind him. Oh my God, that Williams nearly went into the back of him. And what's Calan Williams doing, our teammate? He's just sitting behind the Alfa Romeo. You could have overtaken him. You could have gained 3 positions there. Oh my God. Calan Williams, what were you thinking? He could have overtaken 4 cars then, but no, he sat behind that Alfa Romeo. What on earth was that?
Well done. Let's try and get past in the DRS zone.
So George Russell set the fastest lap so far. We're on lap 9. We are catching up with Max Verstappen. We are in reach of the DRS. I don't think we're going to get them into turn 3. No. The exit on that turn 4 is a bit difficult. But no, Russell is 3.5 seconds behind us. That's because the Goose and Verstappen are on a different pace compared to the rest of the field, and it's literally a fight for P1 here. The world champion Max Verstappen against the madman of Mordor himself, the Goose. The flocking Goose, might I add. And not the best place to overtake with the DRS, but we got DRS. We overtake the Goose, we get DRS again. And we leave Verstappen behind. Look at that. We've taken back position 1. It's taken us 4 laps. So we're moving on to lap 12. A similar mistake happened in lap 5, except that it happened on this turn. Verstappen gets ahead. And he bullies the Goose off. He's trying to do it again. Verstappen is playing dirty. And the Goose likes that. He likes a bit of a fight. We like a fight. We like a scrap. And they both go to the pit lane. The Goose follows him in. I think they're going to change sides. There goes Verstappen going in for his pit stop, trying to get the head start. Can we get a good pit? We need an excellent pit stop. Come on, guys. Perfect. And we get out in front of Verstappen as well. Hamilton takes the lead of the race. Lando Norris has gone into the pit lane as well. There's a few other guys that have gone in as well. A few races, sorry. But holy hell, that was a hell of a pit stop. 2.7 seconds. If we get out in front of Verstappen, it's lap 13 now. It looks like Carlos Sainz, smooth operator, is going into the pit lane. So is Aussie boy Pastry. They've gone into the pit lane as well. So we are now behind Alexander Albon from Haas. Yes, Haas F1 have Alexander Albon.
Calan's in the pits. That's Calan.
Yeah, Calan's in the pits. Never mind. Moving on. Hollywood Lance Stroll's in position 3, but they're going to be pitting pretty soon, I think, because they've not pitted yet. I think only a matter of time, really. We got a purple Delta purple Delta, yeah, sector, sorry, for that section 1. But the Goose is gaining on Albon. That's Albon, Rockstar. Albon, not Albon. Well, you have to be American. You have to Albon. Not literally American, but you kind of get the idea. And holy jeez, with DRS, the Albon does not know what's coming behind him. A missile in the form of a flocking Goose overtakes him. Slightly cuts the corner. The FIA are okay with that, thankfully. And yeah, we overtake. Hamilton and Stroll have gone into the pit lane, which means who's in P1? We go now, and it's Kevin Magnussen, the Great Dane, and we've set the fastest lap again I believe that's the 3rd time now this race. Kevin Magnussen, the Great Dane from Aston Martin. Yes, Aston Martin, because of that Fernando Alonso, King Alonso, has retired. I miss saying that. But no, he's gone to the pit lane, which means we are back in position 1, ahead of Verstappen. And for the 4th time this race, we can set the fastest lap. 1 minute 21. And we're 4.5 seconds in front of Verstappen. Lap 21 now. The Goose is on another level of a pace here. That his pace is just, oh my life. And we got another retirement in the form of Sergio Perez from Red Bull. Oh dear. So what's happened here then? There's no smoke coming out from the back of his car. But at the same time, it is retirement. So there we go. That is the end of Sergio Perez. I believe this is the 2nd time this season that he's retired. First time was Bahrain. That was unlucky. But no, here we go now. Lap 21 coming into lap 22. We are 8.5 seconds in front of Verstappen. That is the pace, people, of the Goose. We get the yellow flag because that's where Sergio Perez has gone off.
Okay, clear.
Yeah, not really much happened after that. So we're now on board with on the final lap. We're coming up to the final lap. We're getting through lap 28. And look at that delta.
Okay, you just started the final lap of the race. Final
Pure
lap.
flocking dominance there. That's F-L-O-C-K-I-N-G. YouTube. You hear me? We go for the final corner here. Norris is trying to defend from Russell, it seems, with his teammate Hamilton on the hards in P5 with Verstappen 3 seconds in front of Lando Norris. But up at the front, it's just been a pure dominating performance here in Australia. I think for the this is the first time we've actually done well. We've done really well in Australia because F123 we came last, and I think we came last again in season 1 of F123, and now we're gonna finish the race first. Incredible. But the Goose's driving has been more clean, it's been more calmer. Well, I say clean. The Goose is not being like all over the place and aggressive. He's just following the line, he's braking properly. And here we go, across the line. For the first time this season, season 2, our first victory. And of all places, we never thought we'd get a victory. It's Australia. And Carlos Sainz is your driver of the day.
A great race then, and a fantastic victory here at Albert Park. Natalie, fill us in. What was it that helped the team achieve their success today?
Well, they managed their tyres to absolute perfection. A tyre whisperer, in fact. That is what set them apart.
A show-stopping performance from the 3 drivers approaching the podium right now. It's been an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
And now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. Charles Leclerc, currently leading the championship standings, extends his lead even further with this result. Let's focus on driver of the day, Natalie Pinkham. Come on, who do you pick?
I have to give it to Goose.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Ferrari continue to extend the gap at the top of the table. There is also a strong showing from the Mercedes team today as they make their way up the standings. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
Right, I know what people are going to say. Yes, we've dropped the AI difficulty by 5 points. It's still on hard mode, hard difficulty, 60. Yeah, AI difficulty is at 60, hard mode. But even still, I'm surprised. I'm surprised actually, because that was pure dominance. We dominated Australia, even though the difficulty was set at hard on 60. So I'm going to take it back up to 65 again, because we finished 14 seconds before Verstappen did. 14 seconds! And we have the fastest lap. And we won. Our first win of the season, which is excellent. We won! Even though I was just experimenting with the AI difficulty. But still, a victory is a victory. So Verstappen, P2, P3 Norris, Russell, P4 Leclerc, Hamilton. Leclerc is. Let me show you. I gotta show you the standings. It's crazy. So Leclerc is in first place. Second is Verstappen. We're third already. That's because of, you know, AI difficulty stuff. Norris. Sonoda's 5. He was second after Saudi Arabia. So, but constructor standings were up to 6th place. So your top 10. So the Goose for Max Verstappen, then Norris, then Russell, then Leclerc, then Hamilton. Oscar Piastri 7th at his home Grand Prix. Fair enough. Sainz, Magnussen, Lance Stroll are your top 10 for the Australian Grand Prix. Where did Calan finish? 19th, ahead of Théo Pourchaire. So he's not last, but at the same time he has to be improving. He should be between this gap here, between Stroll and Tsunoda. He should be in this area, not down there. The only reason he's 19th is because of 2 DNFs. So he has to start improving. He's got till the next contract, basically. So after Silverstone, the British Grand Prix, so after round 10, that's it. If he's not improved, he's out. So yeah, he's got 7 races left. He's got China, he's got Miami, Imola, Spain, Canada, Austria, and then Great Britain. After that, it's either he actually improves or he doesn't, even with the facilities we got for him. But anyway, enough ranting. I'm going to prepare for Shanghai. I hope you've enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check out my other channel, Tico Sprinter. I'm gonna hiccups. Oh god, I'm hiccuping. But we'll see you in round 4 for the Chinese Grand Prix at the Shanghai International Circuit. Our first visit to Shanghai, so that'll be interesting. And I'm off now to change the AI difficulty back to 65. Bye for now.